Have you ever looked into her eyes and felt like she still loved you? Even when she was already gone? You could feel it. The distance, the silence, the late replies. But you ignored it, didn't you? Because deep down you believed love could still save it. Let me break something to you, it couldn't. She didn't leave because you weren't enough. She left because you were more than what she was ready to handle. And that's the cruelest part. She'll cry to her friends, tell them you changed, while she's the one who burned every bridge in silence. But here's what she'll never tell anyone. Before she cheated, before she lied, she looked at you one last time and thought, "He'll forgive me." He always does. And you did, didn't you? Because you're built with loyalty, not games. But tell me this, when was the last time someone was loyal to you? You keep pretending you've moved on, but you're still checking her story, still wondering if she ever regrets it. She doesn't, not yet, but one day, she will, when she meets a man colder, stronger, and more stoic than you ever were. So here's what you do. Stop chasing closure. Become the closure. If you've ever been betrayed, comment the last thing she said before she walked away. Let the world see how many men were broken by fake love. And if you're done being one of them, hit subscribe. Because after this, you'll never think the same again. Further, emotion over reason. A Stoic once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Women in their brilliance and depth often feel before they think. It's not evil, it's nature. Emotion moves them faster than logic can restrain them. A wise man never mocks this. He observes it. He understands that when emotion floods her, logic drowns. So instead of arguing, he remains calm. A lighthouse in her storm. She may scream, test, or withdraw, but a man of composure becomes magnetic. Why? Because he represents what she secretly craves: stability in chaos. 2. Desire for validation. Every human wants to feel seen. But for many women, validation becomes the mirror of their worth. Likes, compliments, attention. They build her mood, but also control it. A man who doesn't chase, who doesn't overcompliment, disrupts this pattern. She begins to seek his approval because he withholds it with quiet confidence. This isn't cruelty, it's power through discipline. The Stoic doesn't feed every craving. He teaches through restraint. When she learns that your attention cannot be bought, she begins to value what she once took for granted. For she fear of the unknown. She'll say she wants mystery, yet she fears uncertainty. She wants a man she can predict, until predictability kills attraction. It's the paradox of human emotion. The Stoics knew that the unknown is life's natural state. A man who is comfortable being misunderstood, unseen, or unpredictable becomes endlessly fascinating. He moves by purpose, not by explanation. While others chase approval, he walks in silence. And in that silence, curiosity grows. When you stop explaining yourself, you invite her to start wondering again. That's not manipulation. That's nature rediscovering balance. 4. Attachment to control. Every woman, deep down, wants to feel safe. But safety often masquerades as control. She tries to shape you, test you, mold you into what fits her comfort, and most men obey thinking it's love. But here's what Stoicism teaches. The moment you let someone else decide who you must be, you stop being a man. She doesn't truly want control. She wants to feel your strength against her attempts to take it. Because when you can say no calmly, she finally trusts your yes. True attraction is born not from obedience, but from boundaries held with quiet firmness. 5. Emotional memory. Men forget through distraction. Women remember through emotion. Every word you said in anger, every gesture in silence, it lives inside her. Not as logic, but as feeling. So when she reacts to something small, it's often the ghost of something old. The Stoic doesn't get defensive. He listens, observes, and responds with clarity. He knows that emotional memory is not an enemy. It's a map. Each reaction shows you where the wounds still live. Heal what you can, but never drown with her in the same tide. A calm presence is more healing than 1,000 explanations. 6. Conflict between desire and principle. Here lies one of the deepest weaknesses. She may want the bad boy, yet respect the disciplined man. Her emotions chase chaos. Her soul seeks stability. This conflict confuses her, and if you're unaware, it'll destroy you. The Stoic's strength is patience. He never bends his principles to win her desire. Because he knows the moment he sacrifices his code, he loses both respect and attraction. A man who remains aligned with his values becomes a mirror of truth. And when emotion fades, truth is all that remains.
She may leave you for excitement, but she will return for peace.
7. The The illusion of independence. Modern voices shout that independence means needing no one. But Stoicism teaches interdependence, strength balanced by humility. Many women project independence as armor against pain, not as freedom from it. The wise man never argues with this illusion. He simply stands as proof that connection doesn't equal weakness. He doesn't compete with her independence. He complements it with sovereignty, because when a man walks freely beside her, not behind, not ahead, she rediscovers what real strength feels like. Your calm presence becomes the reminder that needing someone doesn't mean being owned by them. 8. The hunger for significance. Every woman wants to feel that her life means something. She seeks a man whose presence gives her purpose, not because she's weak, but because we all search for meaning. The Stoic man provides this not through gifts or promises, but through example. He wakes with discipline, moves with integrity, and treats his mission as sacred. She sees this and feels gravity pull her closer, because nothing is more irresistible than a man who stands for something greater than himself. She doesn't want to be your reason. She wants to walk beside your purpose. Show her a man of depth and she'll abandon the shallow for you every time. 9. The inability to face stillness. Stillness terrifies most people, especially those who define themselves through constant motion. Silence exposes truth, and truth exposes pain. Many women, and men alike, avoid stillness because it forces them to confront their reflection. The Stoic seeks that silence deliberately. He meditates, detaches, reflects. When he sits still, his energy grows heavier, calmer, deeper. A woman feels this even when you say nothing. In your silence, she senses mystery. In your calm, she senses safety. And when the world makes her restless, you become her refuge, not through words but presence. Conclusion. Now you understand these weaknesses aren't flaws. They're the emotional patterns of human nature. But when a man learns them, he gains power, yes, not over women but over himself. The goal isn't domination, it's understanding. Because a man who understands can love without losing himself. He can give without being drained. He can lead without control. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. So guard your thoughts. Never let emotion dye them with chaos. Be calm when she's angry. Be present when she's confused. Be grounded when she tests your balance. And when she finally sees that no storm can shake you, she will understand. You were never competing with her. You were mastering yourself." That's what Stoic strength truly is. Not coldness, not detachment, but peace so deep that nothing external can break it. So remember this: a woman may fall for charm, but she stays for calm. She may chase excitement, but she returns for depth. And when she realizes that your silence holds more truth than other men's words, that's when she'll finally understand what real power feels like. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.